What up, what up, what up? Alright. Hopefully everybody pile in soon enough. Once again. Hope everybody's good, man. It's election time out here. Shit is crazy. I know it's been a hectic week with all this election stuff going on. Hold on a second. I'm trying to wait for everybody to get in. But yeah, it's been a crazy week. Yeah, I mean, everybody's caught up in this whole election thing. You know, results are in. People are happy. Clay, what's good? Shouts out to my boy Clay. What's poppin'? Clay, I've been trying to figure out how to pin stuff in this conversation. Let me see if I can figure out how to do this shit. Whatever. I still can't figure nothing out in regards to pinning stuff, Clay. Oh, man. But, I was just saying, who we got here? Oh, little Juvie D, what up? What's good? Now tuned in. Promoters Ball, Wall Street Dame. Got my man Shawn, S1 Williams. He's coming in a few. We're going to talk it up a little bit. But up until then, we're going to warm it up. I hope everybody's doing good out there. Now, I was saying how it's election this week. G Money, what up? And, Trump is pissed off. You know what I'm saying? But I'm pissed off about one thing. Before I get going and Shawn jump in here, I'm a little pissed off for one thing. I'm wearing my Jamaican flag for one reason. So I'm watching CNN, and they're going to talk about, Vice President-elect Kamala Harris. She's obviously she's part Jamaican, half Jamaican. So, they're like, her mother, who's passed away, she would be proud of her. She expected this. Then they had to bring up her father, talking about, her father, who's Jamaican, who hasn't been in her life. I was like, here we go. Goddamn Jamaicans out here popping the children and ain't taking care of them. God damn it. You know what I mean? But, shouts out to Kamala Harris, President-elect Joe Biden, man. That was a hard-fought thing. Whatever side you on, I mean, it is what it is. But your boy Trump ain't going out like that. My man about to be up in the White House chopping tables in half like this. When Joe step up in there, that shit gonna look a mess. Trump ain't going out that easy, man. That's for sure. Frenchie, what up? Shouts out to G Money, Frenchie. Make sure y'all go share that live. We got my man Shawn S1 Williams coming up in here soon. We're gonna get into some conversation with him. But but besides that, some quick updates, man. Up here in Connecticut, I don't know how it is everywhere else, but they got the new club times is crazy, man. Like they shut down the clubs. They're at stage 2, so the clubs are open, but now it's between 5 to 9:30. So it's like happy hour. Let's put it that way. Shouts out to High Yellow Tea. What up? So it's a happy hour now, which is crazy. It's cool because, for me, partying is partying. So I feel like you got to get it in where you got to get it in. You know what I mean? You got to adjust yourself to the new way of partying. But, man, I was, around yesterday, and it was, 3 o'clock, 3 in the afternoon. And I'm like, holy shit. I just finished cleaning up some leaves. I was like, I got to get ready for the club. You know what I'm saying? Never at 3 in the afternoon have I thought about that. Probably from a day party. But I treat it like a day party. It's a new way to go. Sammy Soka Wappin G. You already know. High Yellow Tea. Yeah, that's definitely a dope name, right? S1 Williams just joined in the building. Shawn S1 Williams. What's good, family? What's good? Sammy, I see you, man. And you're going to do some more of that. I know you had the whole soca mixed with the dancing and the whole 9, man. That shit was like a live show, man. It was nuts. You got to get us onto that, man, Sammy. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to get you on the show, too. Because you got you on them young guns and you got the Trini sound all wrapped up. You feel me? So we're going to make that happen. S1 Williams, where you at? Make sure y'all share the live once again. It's Promoters Ball, Wall Street Day, each and every week. Just to let y'all know, I'm going to be meeting with some of the top promoters here in Connecticut, whether it's in Massachusetts, it's in Atlanta. Last week I met somebody from Miami. I'm working on getting somebody in California. You best believe, Promoters Board, we talking to the top promoters out here. We talk to the DJs, the host. We let them share their stories about what's going on in the club life and their experiences. So you already know. S1 Williams is coming in the building. Let's hold on. Let's give him some time. Yes, Sammy. Sammy, we got to make that link. They got to hear from the DJs. They got to hear from the Trinity Youth. Them.
What's
Shawn
good?
S1 Williams.
What's going on, man? What's going on, man? It's been a minute.
It's been a minute. Yo, first of all, before we start, you know how we get down, Shawn. I had to get some wine ready. You know what I mean?
Well, look what I got ready.
And see how we do it, right? You know what
I mean? you got the wine ready.
I had to get the wine right because I'm talking to S1 Williams, and I know how you get down. You know what I'm saying? You get a little vino. I went and got some. Shouts out to Josh. I got some Josh Rosé. You know what I mean? So I make sure I pour some right, get the mood right for my boy. You know what I'm saying? How you feeling tonight, Shawn?
Man, I'm exhausted, man. I was in the city last night, and yeah, I don't know what's going on here. Can you see me? Can you see me? It seem like I'm seem like I'm frozen.
Yeah, I see a little. You paused up a little bit. Jump off the live and come back in. Let me see. Hopefully,
all right,
that works. All right.
Yeah.
Bet. Sherry, what's good? Queen Bush B. Oh, now what's that? Bush B. Ooh, what a name! What a name, Frenchie. What you drinking, Frenchie? What you sipping on? I know you. You probably got a little. Let me take a guess. You either got some kind of Ciroc mix, or what Frenchie said. Frenchie, you not sipping? What? What are you sipping on, Frenchie? I know I got my vino. You know what I mean? That's how we do. Give me a second here. All right, let's bring Shawn back in. Whatever you do, people, once again, make sure y'all share that live, man. We about to get the conversation warmed up. We got my man S1 Williams in the building. S1, we back. What up, Frenchie? Frenchie drinking on some Henny.
Yeah, I just saw that. I just peeped that. What up, Frenchie? Yeah, I call him Frenchie. I call him Jean-Luc.
You do call him Jean-Luc. You know, which is weird because I didn't meet him as Frenchie. I met him as Jean-Luc. And now it just seems easy to call him Frenchie. But
right.
Jean-Luc.
Yeah, that's yeah. Well, I mean, if you're comfortable calling him Frenchie, that's fine. I'm comfortable calling him Jean-Luc. So that's what that's what I'm going to call him. But how you doing, fam, man? How's everyone?
Everything's good, man. You know, I'm here cooling, man. I'm glad to be sitting and talking to you. You know what I'm saying?
Peace and blessings. I appreciate that.
Absolutely. You know, you and I have a good history when it comes to promotion and before promotion.
Yeah. A lot of people don't know that we go way back. Like we've been in this shit. Like we've known each other for maybe over 20 years.
Yeah.
Almost 20. Yeah. Almost 20 years.
Almost 20. Almost.
Yeah.
Definitely. Almost 20 years. So, you know, we got a lot of history. We met way before promotion. I think I was a young youth back then. I was in my young, teenage days.
Right.
We all probably were.
Right.
And then, you know, we connected on later in life to build a very promising promotion team. You know what I'm saying? So
definitely, you're the best. I still believe that we're the best.
I think so too. You know what I mean? But I always give flowers and I want to shout out to the other promoters because this show right here, Shawn, Promoters Ball, it's a platform for us promoters, DJ hosts, anyone involved in the nightlife, concert business, whatever it may be, to sit there and tell their story. Because you know what, Shawn, we put on a lot of parties. A lot.
Too much.
Too many. You're right.
Yeah. Too many parties, man. We did a lot, man. A lot.
As Sammy Soka said, he said, Khaled voice, we the best.
Yeah, we the best. Another one. You know what I'm saying? We've been in this game for a minute. What up, DJ A-Will? What's good?
A-Will, what up? Enrique, what's good?
Yeah,
so, I wanted to create this platform where we can really tell our stories, really let people to understand the promotion game from your viewpoint. Tell the stories of what you were able to accomplish in the game drop some knowledge and some gems for somebody interested in getting in the game, and then
Mhm.
talk about some things that you may be working on now. You know what I'm saying?
Almost definitely.
Definitely. And
Um,
respect to A Will, you know. A Will, man, you a
what's
legend yourself, man. You killing the DJ scene. So much respect to DJ A Will, man. You know what I'm
yeah?
saying?
What's going on, Day Day? Day Day up here. I see
Oh,
Day
what
Day
up,
up
Day
here.
Day? Oh, what up? What up?
Yes, sir.
So make sure once again y'all share the live. You know, I'm here with S1 Williams, but we're gonna kick it off right now, Shawn. Um,
Yeah.
can you tell them first of all, introduce yourself, who you are, tell them where you're from.
But the thing about it, well, obviously everyone knows me as Shawn. Who doesn't know me as Shawn? They know me as S1.
Mm-hmm.
Who doesn't know me as S1? They know me as Shawn, the promoter. But I'm originally from Jersey. That's where I'm
Mm,
from. I moved out. Yeah, I moved out here back in '99
mm.
and been out here since. I got stuck out here. I go back home from time to time though to make sure I, see family and stuff like that. As a matter of fact, I was in New York last night. I was in Jersey the week before. I was
Uh,
in Jersey the week before that. You know.
S1, Jersey roots. So
Yes.
before, because I met you in Connecticut, I didn't know you before Jersey.
Yeah.
Um, so when you were in Jersey, can you tell people who was Shawn in Jersey?
A terrorist.
Mm.
A monster.
Please explain.
Yeah, first of all, I went to Eastside High School. If anybody ever seen the movie Lean on Me,
Hmm.
that's the high school I actually went to.
That's where. Who's that
Um,
famous actor again? The
what's his name
principal,
again?
something Carter. I
Yeah,
can't
Joe
remember.
Clark.
Joe
Joe
Clark. Joe
Clark.
Clark. Joe Clark.
Yeah,
That's right.
Morgan Freeman played Joe Clark in that movie,
Yes,
and
yes, I remember
that's
that.
the high school I actually went to.
Oh man, that's the one where they
Yeah,
stuffed the kid in the locker and everything.
yeah, yeah. And he's singing a song in the bathroom. Don't ask me to sing the song because I'm not gonna sing the song.
So you was a terrorist growing up in Jersey, huh?
Yeah, yeah, definitely. What up? What's going on, Rick?
Rick, what's
You
up?
know what I'm saying?
Shouts
Rick
out to
Lawrence right
Junior.
there, man.
That's a legend,
Definitely, man.
bro.
Them dudes they're legend in the game too, man.
Legend in the game.
Yeah, Paperboy's definitely legends in the game. Listen, before I know I'm coming off topic right now. A lot of people talk this shit all the time, like top 5, top 3, top 10. As the night go, you'll see who's been around for a long fucking time,
Oh
bro.
yeah, oh yeah. There's gonna be some names that come up in some of these stories that will really highlight some real people that put in some game
Yeah, for
early,
real.
early.
Right. You know,
A
and
lot of snipes.
but once again, Striker was in the game too. As a
Yeah.
matter of fact, when we came in, like I said, I'm coming off subject right now, but
Yep.
when we came in the game, Bada Snipe was a part of the movement too.
Mm,
Him and Zach,
mm.
Striker one.
Striker one.
Um, yeah, but back to what you was asking me
Yep.
earlier, and yeah, when I was in Jersey, man, I was a monster, man. I was a terrorist. I had to actually leave Jersey. Three things was gonna happen if I stayed in Jersey. I was gonna be dead,
Yep.
in jail, or got deported.
Mm, mm.
One
How
of the
old were
two.
you when you came from Jersey up to Connecticut?
When I came to Connecticut, I was about how old was I? I was 18, going on 19.
Oh, so you was definitely like stepping into young manhood at that time.
Yeah, 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 definitely.
Eh,
Um,
would you consider yourself at that time like a big partier? Did you party a lot at that time?
nah, man. Like I told you before, man. My upbringing was a little bit different.
Yeah.
Like I said, I'm from Paterson, New Jersey. I went to Eastside High School. Where I'm from, you have, between my school was Market Street and fucking Park Avenue. The Puerto Ricans
Yeah.
control Park Avenue. The Dominicans
Yep.
control fucking Market Street. If you were
Yep.
Dominicans, you can't go on, you know what I'm saying, vice versa. But if you were Dominican, you could go on Park Street. If you were Puerto Rican, you couldn't even go on Market Street.
Yeah. It
So, but
was
us,
very territorial.
definitely, but us West Indian
Yeah.
would control the whole strip.
Yeah.
And back then,
Yeah.
I ran with nothing but a bunch of Jamaicans. I was a bunch of goons,
Some wild
and
Jamaican.
yeah, some wild Jamaicans. So we control the whole. We control the block.
So and you're Jamaican, right?
Yes, 100%.
We could tell, Sean, you already know. I'm gonna represent the team. I'm saying,
Yeah, let me see it. Let me see it. Let me
you
see
know,
it.
so in Jamaica, you know what I mean? Even though Jamaica is parts of it can be rough, it's but it's fun. One thing about Jamaican is party culture.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I always feel like what represents us as people is we love to party. We love
For
to
sure.
enjoy ourselves. Music, right?
For sure. Yeah,
So,
definitely.
was music a big part of your life, even though you grew up, you know, running the streets of some wild Jamaicans? Was music a part of your life?
Music. I grew up around music.
Yeah.
It's not like I didn't grow up around me. I grew up around music. Everybody in my family has a sound system.
What's a
My
sound system?
grandfather,
Because not everybody Jamaican, so they may not understand what a sound system is. What is
a sound system is a couple big ass box that's gonna shake up the whole goddamn neighborhood. If
that?
you if you ain't have a sound, you ain't shit. You know, nowadays everybody just walk around with a laptop and just plug
Yeah,
up
yeah,
and
yeah,
keep it moving.
yeah,
You know.
yeah. Back then, you have to collect some. You have to collect some dub plate on
Yeah,
forty
exactly.
fives and
Dub plate 45s and all that stuff.
all of that something. Yep, yep. Wire
Yeah,
up your box and everything. So
boxing.
you come from a family that had sound systems in it.
Yes, Magnum sound. My
Mm.
grandfather had his own sound. My
Wait, time
uncle in
out.
Jersey got a sound.
You said Magnum Sound?
Yeah,
Tell them who Magnum Sound is.
Magnum sounds controlled Hartford for at least 3 decades.
Mm.
Yeah,
Mm.
if you didn't have Magnum sound on your party back in the day, your party was gonna flop. Plain blank
That's a
simple.
fact. That's a
They
fact.
had the soccer party was their thing.
Yeah.
If you wasn't on the soccer party, then if you went, if you did not have Magnum on your party was done.
Yeah, yeah, true,
That
true.
simple.
That's a fact. I remember, you know, I come from New York, so you know what I mean. Like Connecticut was new to me as well. You know what I'm saying? And I
Right.
remember coming here and really my first party was at the West Indian. All right, like
Yes.
most of us, right?
Yeah.
So you know, I remember my first party, Magnum Sound was on that bill.
Oh, you see, I'm
You know
saying
what I mean?
back then, if you didn't have Magnum on your party, your shit was gonna flop.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Back then, if you did not have Magnum on your party, your shit was done. It's that
Mm.
simple.
And that was family.
And that's family for sure. But
Okay.
the crazy thing about it is that I never used Magnum a lot. What's going on, Reg?
What's up, Reg? What's
Um,
good? What's good, Reg?
um, Magnum wasn't Magnum back then. I didn't use Magnum a lot. I used Striker one a lot
Mm.
coming in the game. Man, listen, coming into the game, I'm gonna just get straight to it, man. Coming into the game,
Yep.
this was probably like 03, 04.
Okay.
Me and John Luke decided we used to go to the French club. This is how
Yes.
this shit started.
So the
Shit
French
started with
Club
the French
is in
club
New
days.
Britain, right?
French club, yeah, French club is in New Britain.
Mm-hmm.
And we decided this is what we gonna do. We used to go to these parties all the time. Back then,
Yeah.
it was Money Bags, which is Where's Jerry and Spade. Them
Shouts out
dudes
to
been
those.
around for a minute. Them dudes
Yes.
been around for a minute.
Salute.
And you had G's Up North,
Mm-hmm.
which was KT, Smooth, Kareem. If I'm not mistaken, I think Plies was a part of that movement back then
Yep.
too. Then
Correct.
you had Money Over War.
Mm.
Them dudes used to control the French club.
Yeah.
So me and John Luke used to go to these parties all the time.
Yeah.
So one year we was like, man, fuck this shit, man. We could do the same thing too. Nowadays, a lot of dudes these days is getting how you call that shit? They coming off somebody else's shit to get they come up.
Yep.
We had to put our own money up
So
and had our own come up.
y'all didn't have no connections with none
Nah,
of these promoters that was running the French club.
nah.
Really?
So we
So
went to so
yep. So you went in the party and y'all looked at each
mhm.
other one day and was like, yo, fuck that. We about to try this shit.
Yeah, we were about to fucking try this shit. We
Uh-huh.
gonna call our company shit, beat down entertainment, cause we gonna
Mm-hmm.
come in and we gonna beat everybody down and take over the game. That was the mentality that we had going
That
in.
was what you thought was gonna happen.
That's what I thought was gonna happen.
All right.
So we went in. All the nights were popping on the Friday nights. That was the best nights, Friday nights.
Yep.
Hands down, popping nights. So we went in and we booked a lot of Friday nights
Yep.
and say, okay, fuck it. This is what we gonna do. We gonna take a lot of Friday nights and we gonna make our shit pop.
So I got a question real quick.
Mm-hmm.
You said you had to book all the Friday nights. So this wasn't like a club or nothing, right? This sounded like it
Nah,
was
this
a
was like
hall.
a banquet. This was like a banquet hall, West Indian club type shit. You had to bring your own sound system. You had to bring your own fucking liquor. You had to bring your own shit.
Everything had to come with you.
Everything had to come with it. Exactly.
And you and Frenchie thought that you guys, who didn't know any promoters,
Nope,
can
he ain't
do
no
this.
nope. Exactly.
Okay. That's funny. So let me know how that turned out.
So we decided, okay, we gonna try this. Friday nights, shit got switched. Everybody now fucking with Thursday nights. Nobody partying no more on Friday nights. But we still held our own.
Yeah.
Our first party back then was called the End of Summer Jump Off.
Yeah.
It was fucking, the date was September fucking 21st. It was September 21st, 2005.
So you had
And
the end of summer jump off in fall.
yeah, that's how new we was to the game.
Wow. Wow.
No, that's how new we was to the game. Everybody thought like the End of Summer Jump Off in the fucking fall, like that shit crazy. But it worked. Our first DJ back then was the DJ we had on the bill that then was Selecta PB.
Yeah. Shouts out to Selecta PB. Definitely.
Yeah, that's who we had on it. The first party I had was Selecta PB. He strung up his sound.
Yep.
And then every party after that, it was Craig G and Striker.
Time out. So for people that don't understand something here, Craig G back in what year was that again, Shawn?
That's like 05.
So Craig G in 05 was the hottest thing
moving back then. He had ball. Yeah, he had ball with no. No, is ball with no name? Ball with no name on lock.
On lock. Shouts out to Craig G because he's in his own lane. He's in his own lane.
Yeah, he's in his own league. You know what I'm saying? Holding it down for a long time.
Absolutely. But so you got Craig G as your main promoter, and you're new to the game.
No. Craig G was no. Craig G and Striker One was our main DJ. Striker had the sound. Craig G came, played. Everybody did their thing. Everybody got paid. That's how it was back in the day.
Oh shit.
Yeah. In this generation, everyone has a fucking button that they press to promote.
So let's talk about that.
Yeah, back in 04, back in the day,
yep,
nigga, you had to hit the ground. You had to get flyers printed, posters printed, put flyers on cars. You will get out the fucking club. You had like 10 different flyers on your car. You had to pick which party you want to go to. That's how shit was back then. You had to put it. Nobody is not coming to your party unless you was doing street work. You had to do street work. You had to do the legwork. Motherfuckers wasn't fucking with you.
Right.
Nowadays, you just press a send button and you promote. Back then, you had to hit the streets. You had to go to every fucking party that was going on to make sure your shit was going to pop. So if the party was at the French club, you're going to be at the French club, put your flyers on the car. You're going to send another set of niggas down to the West Indian club to go put flyers on the car. Then you're going to send people down to... Man, you had to be every fucking where or no one wasn't coming to your party.
So
at all.
All right. So in order to do that, you need... This is the classic street team lingo, right?
Definitely, for sure.
So you have to go up there. I remember that because my introduction with partying started with Jean-Luc. And I remember Jean-Luc called me one night and said, Dame, we got to go pass out flyers. Now, mind you, Shawn, this shit was like 20 degrees outside. I was like, I don't know, man. He said, yo, meet me outside.
Well, the thing about it, I'm going to keep it a buck with you too, man. Jean-Luc is a lazy fuck too. Sometimes he didn't even want to come out and fucking put our flyers on the goddamn cars. And he's like, man, I paid somebody to do it. But I'm always out there because you got to interact with the people.
Yeah. You got to be out there. I mean, I remember coming out to the clubs. This was way before I was promoting. And I would see flyers on my car. There'd be like a stack of them, like the parking tickets and shit. I'm like, fuck, man, you know? So have you ever had somebody take your flyer and throw it on the floor? Because remember, flyers were expensive. No flyers.
For sure. Definitely. I've done hand flyers out a couple times and people throw them on the floor. And I'd be like, yo, this shit cost me money. You could at least said, no, you didn't want it. And I'll go back and pick the flyer up and put it on somebody else's car. And the crazy shit about it is back then, the people partying inside, you're putting the flyers all over the cars. And then when they came outside, you giving them the flyer all over again.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, I remember a couple dudes
They had to
like,
get the flyer twice.
couple dudes is like, man, I already got the flyer, man. It's right here. It was on my car. Back then, that's the only way you were able to get people in the club back then.
You know what I mastered was how to put the flyer in between the driver's side window, so it
Mm-hmm.
catch up in between the little rubber. Because
Yeah, and
people used to go to the windshield wiper and throw it off. So I was like, nah, you're gonna see this when you open up the door.
back then too, man. Back then, because there was so much parties, dudes used to remove your flyer and put their flyers on top
Oh
of your
hell yeah!
flyer.
Oh hell yeah! All the
You know,
time. Or,
you know what
or,
I'm
or
saying?
when you
That because that was a part of that was the game. You know.
facts. When you guys started, the money that it took for you to invest, did you think that it would cost that much to invest into a party initially?
Nah, you know, John Luke is very lavish.
Oh, very lavish.
And if anybody has ever done any parties with him, know that
Mm.
he's very lavish.
It's
Like
New
he
Year's
wanna,
Eve every party.
yeah. Oh my God, like what
Every
the
party's
fuck,
New Year's
man?
Eve.
He's all about. We could spend. He's all about. You know, we could spend $1 million and make money, and I'm just like, man, we could spend $500,000 to make $1 million. You
Yeah,
know,
yeah,
that's how we had it back then. You know,
yeah. Frank Jean-Luc was very he was very DJ heavy. And he loved that, but he had a method that we gonna talk about it when his time.
yeah. The
But
crazy thing about it is, man, I said this to him the other day.
yeah,
But I said this to him all the time. You could love the nigga, you could hate the nigga as much as you want to. That motherfucker he's a genius.
yeah, he's a beast. He's
If
a
if
beast.
you now he's gonna come to you with some shit, you'll be like, what the fuck? But he's a genius when it comes to it. Because if you stick with him, you're gonna make some kind of fucking money.
True.
You know what
Yeah,
I'm saying?
correct.
But
Yes.
just know that it's gonna cost you.
In the beginning.
It's gonna cost you. But he's a genius with it. Like I said, love him or hate him.
Yep.
Anyone can say any way they feel about him. I'm not just saying it because that's my man and all, but
Yep.
he's a genius. Now, me and him is like oil and fucking water,
Oh,
yin and
tell me
yang,
about it. Yeah. Correct.
peanut butter and jelly. But it worked
Yes.
for
So
us. It worked.
for you guys, which two different personalities, and one thing I learned from you was you were the business. You were business.
Right, and that's why we having this conversation now, because I feel as if like I'm like the forgotten name that niggas don't even know. Like I contribute to a lot of shit that niggas be forgetting. Like
Mm-hmm.
niggas got into clubs because of me.
Correct.
Niggas got deal done because of me. You ain't getting in the goddamn club unless you go through me, because I already had a relationship with these club owners,
Yes.
or I had a relationship with these managers, so they trust my judgment and they be like, yo, give it to him.
So how did you begin those relationships? Because I know from just being in the game, sometimes you could be a promoter and really not have a relationship like that with the owner at all.
Well, you got to understand, I'm a people's people.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And that's why I use the slogan all the time, I'm everywhere, you're never there. Like I'll go to but well, for sure, I'll go to a top 40 party tonight
Mm-hmm.
and have a good time. Then I'll go to a Latin party and have a good time. So now, and then go to a rave party and then go to a West Indian party. So I'm everywhere partying with everybody. So everybody knew who I was.
True. Yeah.
You know what I'm
S1 was
saying?
everywhere.
I'm everywhere. I'm everywhere, you never there.
Yeah. Listen,
You know?
S1. So let's peel it back a little bit. So you're at French Club.
Yeah.
Would you consider that a success, or what would you rate that in your promotion rating scale?
I look at it, it was a start. It was a
Okay.
beginning.
It was like a learning experience.
It definitely learning experience. I can't say we lost,
Yep.
but I also can't say we won.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? But it was a learning experience, because that experience right there led me to room 960. That's how I end up at room 960.
So how did you tell us about the story of how you ended up in room 960? Because that's a big shift. You're talking about French Club, which is like a hall, and then room 960, for people that are not aware of it, that was like a very posh club.
Definitely. So it's a
Best
straight.
way to
We're
put it.
gonna call a spade a spade. You know, I'm straight up. The fucking white club.
It was
That's
a
what the
white
fuck
club.
was.
It
It
was.
was a white
It was.
club.
So tell us about room 960.
Well, how I got into room 960 was First of all, make it very clear. A lot of people have their own personal opinion. We're the first fucking dudes to bring reggae downtown on the mainstream
Mm,
tip. I
mm.
got into Room 960 because a guy back then was called Philip Duncan.
Dr.
And
Philip.
yeah. Well, you call him fucking doctor. I call him Philip.
You call him Philip.
Yeah, I call
Phil.
him Philip.
What up, Phil?
Yeah. What up, Phil? Got into Room 960 because of him. Now, at the time, he was on 104.
Mm-hmm.
104, 104
The
back
radio
then
station.
was, yeah, 104 was 93.7 competition back then.
Correct.
And he got into Room 960, got us into Room 960. We started calling it Caribbean Sundays.
Mm.
And from the moment that fucking flyer dropped, for 5 years strong, that shit was popping.
So,
Now, those club owners gave us the off night. So now
okay.
you had Craig G on a Wednesday night, which is an off night,
Correct.
and then you had us on a Sunday night, which is an off night.
Yeah.
But we had them shit bumping. Salute once again, man. Salute to Craig, man. I
Salute to
think
Craig.
Craig is probably like one of the most underrated fucking DJs.
It's a
No, not
DJ.
even not DJ. Yeah, not just DJ. I'm sorry, promoter. But they
He
had fucking We Run Wednesdays on lock for
was crazy.
years. And
So,
then we had Sunday nights on lock for years.
so you had a lot of pressure because, all right, put it this way. Wednesdays was Craig G. We Run Wednesdays, which was nuts.
Right.
Fridays, Nino Nightlife. I think Nino had Friday and Saturday. And I think a lot of people don't bring up Nino.
Oh, shout out to Nino, man. He had that fucking game on lock too.
Yeah,
That's what I'm
Nino.
saying. Be honest, man. Back then, right?
Yep.
Back then you had Money Bags, which is
Yep.
where's you back then you had Money Bags, which is Where's Jerry.
Yep.
Shout out to Big E, man. Shout out to my cousin E. He just checked in.
Yeah.
The Wolfpack is in Wolfpack in the building, man. We got some, man. We done did some legendary parties with them too.
Facts.
So back then when we was promoting, it was Money Bags, which is Where's Jerry and Spade. Like I said earlier on, you had G's Up North with Smooth. I gave you the whole rundown. Then you had the Paper Boys. You had Top Floor. You had Chauncey. You had Chauncey back then.
Yeah, Chauncey.
Yeah, them dudes used to do shows. Them dudes do the big shows.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? They did the big shows. But it was only like a handful of promoters that was really, really promoters.
Correct.
It's not like now where everyone is a promoter, everyone is a DJ. No, back then it was like, this was the promoters. And these are the dudes that control the streets. These are the dudes that control everything. Flyers is everywhere. You know what I'm saying? And everybody is making money. So it's not like now where it's a cutthroat business. Back then, everyone was making money.
So there's a rap that goes around that, you know, I always say this, Shawn. The promotion game is very reminiscent to the street game. First of all, the money is very transactional. You're dealing with some really goon niggas at the same time.
Facts.
You know, some of the clubs that you're going to promote may not be the nicest clubs in the nicest area.
And no disrespect too, I forgot another promotion group was Paris and Shane.
Oh,
Paris and Shane. Yeah, Paris and Shane had Club Blue. I mean, Club Blue at the time.
Yeah.
And they had a reggae room.
So what would you say about this? You mentioned you were the first promoter to bring reggae to the main street, because a lot of people don't know. A lot of the West Indians were uptown.
They wasn't coming downtown.
They wasn't coming downtown at all.
Facts. No, not at all.
So you came and say you were able to bring them downtown every Sunday.
Yeah.
But didn't Paris and Shane, they had the reggae room with Money Machine, correct?
Right. That room, that club was like what, 3-4 rooms, and they had a room just for reggae with Money Machine and Hammer.
Yeah, DJ Hammer. Yeah, I remember Hammer.
Yeah, DJ Hammer.
Yeah.
When we bought reggae downtown, it was fucking reggae.
Yeah, so you wasn't playing around. It wasn't a room. It was a reggae.
No,
night.
it was a reggae fucking night. It was called Caribbean Sundays. We talking about all the reggae artists would pass through there. Like I said, I'm the first one to bring reggae downtown. Like love it. Some people might disagree, but I'm tell you, on the nightclub scene, the first dude to bring reggae downtown into Room 960, and that's a facts. You know what I'm saying? Man lie, woman lie, numbers don't. I mean, it's just is what it is. I'm the first dude to. First of all, I'm the first dude to bring Idonia to Connecticut.
Woo, big up yourself.
Yeah, I'm the first dude to bring Idonia to Connecticut. I did his father's birthday party, Sorgi.
Yeah.
Shout out to Striker, because Striker made that happen. Striker had have a relationship with Idonia father.
Wow.
And when we did his birthday party at Club Life, actually, we did that Club Life. I'm the first dude to bring Egyptian. I'm the first dude to bring Egyptian. Back then, shout out to NS. That's a part of the Caribbean Sunday team too.
Okay.
I mean, and they know who they are. I only got to mention no names, but
Yep.
back then too, it was me and Rick Nice that was controlling the market back then.
Yeah.
We was pushing it. Egyptian, Barbie, Idonia, Itana, fucking Black Chinese.
Wow.
Oh shit.
So y'all bring some big song and artists back then.
Yeah, definitely. Steely Bashman. We bought Steely Bashman. Oh man, I can't really go off their head on a lot of fucking reggae artists that we done bought, man. We done bought a lot of fucking people, dude.
You know what's
Listen,
crazy
Room
about
Night, not to cut you off there. Caribbean Sundays on a Sunday, man.
No.
Listen, you couldn't get in the fucking building if you weren't. At that point, it was supply and demand.
That was, yeah.
You either gonna dress the part to get in, or you're not gonna get in. And especially if Monday was a holiday.
Yep.
Oh, it was fucking over. The fucking line was down. The line was fucking. Jesus Christ! So long in the hallway, it wasn't even funny. You can't get in.
Yeah, it was real. I used to be in.
You can't get in. Yeah, you can't get in.
So when you talk about supply and demand, because a lot of people forget that promotion, like they think that when you're throwing a party, oh, that's my man, I'm gonna show up. They forget it's a business.
It's a business, definitely.
It's a business,
and I'm business.
Right?
I'm all business all day.
Exactly. So I got a question, because somebody mentioned S1 Entertainment. Now, when you mentioned Friends Club, you said you and Jean-Luc was beat down. When did S1 begin? Was it at 960?
No. S1 came about when I went to Club Life.
Okay.
How I got into Club Life was, once again, Philip Duncan had a plug with the owner, and him and Ricky D. Ricky D was on 93.7 at the time.
Yes, I remember Ricky D. Yep.
Yeah, Ricky D was on the radio station at the time, and they came to me and it's like, hey, we're about to start this night, Club Life. Would you want in? He's like, I like how you move, so you want to be a part of it. I was like, all right, cool. Let's make it happen. Went there, the night struggled for a minute. Ricky D ended up backing out. He got his own business going on. He's like, he can't do it. So it's just me and Philip.
It's not fun.
Right. It was just me and Philip. Philip ended up backing out. Mind you, I'm still at 960 on a Sunday night. That shit's still crazy. So I'm struggling with a Friday night that's not really putting up no numbers. And I'm like, fuck, I don't want to give it up. At the time, I was working for an accounting company.
Yes.
I was working for an accounting company at the time. Shout out to my brother Pat.
Big Pat, what up?
The people know him as White Pat. But
White Pat.
Me and him was working as an accounting company at the time. We used to do the New England Patriots payroll. We did like a lot of big executive payroll. So we knew what a lot of motherfuckers was making in football and all types of shit. So one day he came to me and he's like, yo, he wanted to get into the promotions. So I said, shit, I just took to one nightclub by myself. Everybody already backed out. You want to in? He's like, yeah, sure. Me and Jean-Luc now was supposed to do it, but fucking Jean-Luc already, bro. Anybody on this live know how Jean-Luc is. If you ever worked with him before, you know how difficult it can be.
Jean-Luc probably had like 2 other clubs going on at the same night.
And that was the fucking problem. So I called the shit Caribbean Fridays. So we called it Caribbean Fridays. He wants to go to Charisma and start a whole nother fucking night on a Friday night. I'm like, bro, we just got the club. Let's build this shit. Like, oh no, we could double up the money. So I just took the club at Charisma.
Yeah.
I was like, well, you can't be here if you're gonna be at Charisma. Now, mind you, that's my man, but it's like an executive decision. Like, yo, you can't be here and be at Charisma. So he decided to go to Charisma and did his own thing. So I came up with S1 Entertainment, and that's how Top Notch came out.
Oh, so that's how Beatdown got split into S1 and Top Notch.
Exactly. So he started his own entity, and I
This
started
is
my
new
own
information
entity.
for me, who I'm the closest promoter to both of you.
Right.
Interested. And Striker said something about Waterbury.
Waterbury. I'm telling you,
Was
we
he
get
trying to go to
everything.
Frenchie? Was trying
Oh
to go
yeah,
to Waterbury?
and French wanted to be damn Waterbury too.
Yo, Jean-Luc, I love you. You're one of one. No other man like Frenchie. So you and Pat decided to hold down True Club Life.
Yes.
Now, Club Life, for people that are not aware of Club Life, and I'm going to say this from a patron because I wasn't a promoter at the time, so I'm going to tell you someone that's been in Club Life. A lot of kids walking around today in middle school and high school because of Club Life.
Facts. No cap.
A lot of people met their significant other because of Club Life.
Facts. Listen.
How did you start and create that?
Listen, like I said, the night was struggling for a while, and I remember getting a call from the owner. I started promoting my birthday party.
Yep.
That's how I came up with the black and white affair. I was promoting a black and white affair for my birthday party, and I got a call from the club owner, like I think it was on a Monday, and he was like, "Yo, he want to see me," and I was like, "All right, cool." So I went down to Waterbury to meet him in Waterbury. So he decided that, listen, I'm going to take the night away from you, and I'm going to give it to KG. I said, "You're going to take the night away from me and give it to KG?" He's like, "Yeah." He's like, "I'm going to move you from a Friday, and I'm going to move you on a Saturday." I was like, "Yo, bro, but I've been promoting my party." He's like, "Yo, I get it." I was like, "So when you want to make this happen?" He was like, "This week." Bro, my party's in like fucking 4 days.
Effective immediately.
Effective immediately. You can no longer be on the Friday night.
Yo, that's
He's
how
like,
I be
"Oh,
like that, yeah.
yo, it shit was crazy, bro." So then he said, "Well, you could do your party with KG. I'll give you a couple bottles, or you could do your party the Saturday night the following week." I was like, "I've been promoting my party for this week." Yep. So I was like, I said, so if I do the night with KG, what's in it for me? Nothing. KG get the entire door. How is that going to benefit me?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm going to give you bottles. I'm going to buy my own fucking bottles. I don't want bottles. I went to the meeting, though, with my cousin. And my cousin looked at me and was like, "Yo, what the fuck you doing?" I said, "What the fuck you mean what I'm doing?" He's like, "Yo, he gave you a fucking Saturday night, the prime night.
That is prime time.
Damn, like, what you complaining about?"
Yeah.
I said, "Yo, you think it's going to work?" He said, "Fuck yeah." Back then, dude, like I said, it was flyers on cars.
So you
now,
have flyers already from the Friday date on it.
Exactly. But now I'm pumping I'm pumping it fucking text messages to my people. Like the shit done changed type shit. Bro.
Word of mouth. Because there was no Facebook back then.
No, that's what I'm trying to tell people. Like back when we were promoting, any real promoter on this line know back then we didn't have Facebook.
Yeah.
We didn't have Instagram. The only fucking thing we had back then was MySpace, and MySpace wasn't much for promotion at all. So you really had to hit the streets to really promote. Like you really cold. No, real talk. That's real promotion. It's not like now where you fucking press a button. No. Back then we had to put in work, bro.
Yeah, you have to put in some work. I agree.
But be honest with you, the best move ever, bro.
For you to go to the Saturday was the best. It was like a blessing.
Holy shit. This shit took the fuck off.
Yeah. So what was the name of that Saturday night? Because you kicked it off with your birthday party, the black and white, which is legendary. Everybody know about the black and white.
So now we switched from Caribbean Friday to Caribbean Saturdays.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
We had some banging parties there, bro. When I say we had some banging parties, we had some banging parties. Listen, Gaza versus Gully. Striker One versus Potty.
Wow.
Bro, let me tell you something. I still got stuff on DVD.
Yeah.
From all them parties.
Can I take something? Because we're going to get to the DVDs.
Yeah.
I actually, along with Jean-Luc, we took a page out of your book. When we start I forgot what the name of our Friday called, but it was Shawn, when we did Symmetry on Friday, we had to get Bull Striker 1 and Putty Upon the Bill. I had to recreate the magic.
Right.
No,
Crazy.
but crazy. So you got DVD footage?
Yeah, I got DVD footage from that.
Jeez.
I
Yeah.
got pictures on CDs from that.
Facts.
I got so much stuff in the vault, dude, that I have never put out there. Now, when you say that kids are walking around these days
Yeah.
because of club life, I see dudes to this day was like the best time they ever had in the club game business was at Club
Club
Life.
Life. Your Club Life was like
Yeah,
really, it wasn't a big club, but a lot of
no,
action went down in that club.
a
That
lot of
VIP,
action, a
you could
lot.
get
Shout out,
sanitized.
definitely, man. Shout out to Gold, man.
Go, what up, go?
Um,
Shouts out to go.
Man, that VIP room, boy,
The
that
boom boom
VIP
room.
room, the boom boom room,
The
that
boom
was
boom
putting
room.
in work in that room back there, boy. But you know, I'm about my business at the end of the day, so none of
Yeah,
that shit
facts.
woos
You're
me.
all business. I will
Yeah, I'm
say,
all business
Shawn,
all day.
funny thing I learned about you is that you were the first person to show up at the club and the last person to leave.
Mm-hmm.
How important was that level of responsibility to you with these clubs?
Well, number one, you got to make sure. Number one, you want to make sure that everyone shows up on time. Like
Yeah,
if my door girl wasn't showing up on time, it was a problem for me.
that's
Because
big.
doors open at 10.
Mm-hmm.
You can't be coming walking through the door at 10:05. I get it.
Mm-hmm.
People ain't coming out till fucking
11.
11,
But people used to
11:30
come
any
out
fucking
earlier
way.
back then, though, Shawn. Back in Club Life,
Yeah, yeah, back
11
then,
o'clock was late.
right, definitely. But you got some people right now that listen, I'm a stickler for perfection.
Yes, you are. Yes.
You know what I'm saying? And if it's not the way how I want it to be, it's going to drive me fucking crazy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And it's going to drive me crazy for a long time. Like I'm a stickler for perfection. Jean-Luc
It's
can
all
tell
in
you
the
that too.
details for you.
Yeah, definitely. Jean-Luc can tell you that too because man, Jean-Luc done
Yeah.
got into a few heated situations. And he's like, Shawn, I'm a grown ass man. You know that? But by the end of the night though, we worked it out. We work
Yeah.
it out
Of
because
course.
Jean-Luc never on time. B. Anyone on this live that's done parties with him know that he doesn't come on time, but he gonna be lit.
He gonna get lit. Listen,
Yeah.
if there's anyone that was a hybrid promoter host, was Jean-Luc.
Definitely, for sure.
For sure.
Definitely. But you know, you know, he gonna tell his own story when you guys
Fact, fact,
do your
fact,
thing. But
fact.
back then now I had Club Life on lock, and then he had a club on the south end called Barca. Him and
Barker,
Big's
yes, I
money,
remember that.
yeah, him and Big's money have the Latin market on lock on the south end. So I'm
Mm.
downtown killing it, and he's on the south end killing it. Like the fucking one thing I can tell you about the Latin market, the doors open at fucking 10. Them motherfuckers at the door at
Oh,
9:45.
God, they prompt as
And I'm
hell.
not talking about one person. I'm talking about a fucking
Prompt.
line at the
Yeah.
door at
Mhm.
9:45,
And
ready to go.
they come ready to spend money at that bar
And they come to drink.
and dress
And they come in
and
to drink and dress.
ready to
But
dance.
that's his story though. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
But
yeah.
then me and him, we end up reconnecting.
How?
You know
So
what I'm
when
saying?
did you guys reconnect?
We reconnect after I had my run at Club Life,
Yep.
and he had his run at Barca.
Okay.
So after he had his run at Barca, anybody on this live that dealt with club owners or club management, you know, after a while they try to sweep the rug from under your legs.
So talk to us about that in regards to, because club promoters, they always talk about promoters being janky and snaky, but club owners can play the game too.
The club owner is the worst people in the game.
Man, they'll
They the
kick you out in a
worst.
heartbeat.
They kick you out in a heartbeat
In
and
a
think they could do
heartbeat.
it by themselves, and then they think they could do it by themselves. Shout out to my man Elmer, but he is a fucking monster for that. He's
We love Elmer.
notorious for that.
We
We
love
love Elmer
Elmer.
because
We
Elmer,
love him.
at the end of the day, you're gonna get whatever you want the fuck out of Elmer, but he's notorious for that
Yeah,
shit.
Elmer don't play around. He'll kick you out by next week.
Next week, and then by the
And
following
bring you
week, he's
back.
calling and bring you right back.
Love
Exactly.
Elmer, man. Shout out to Elmer, man. So you and John Luke reconnected. What club did you reconnect at?
We reconnected at Symmetry.
Mm.
Yeah, we
So
had a
this is sniffing up to about when I was starting to come in the picture. You said
right.
Symmetry. So Symmetry, talk to us about that. That's with Elmer. Elmer owns Symmetry, right?
Yes.
So how did you guys reconnect to Symmetry?
Well, you know, a lot of people might not see me and John Luke working together now, or even back then, and they always thought that we had issues. We
Yes.
never, you know what I'm saying? We don't have issues. As a matter of fact, John Luke, I'm the godfather to a few of John Luke kids, and John
Yeah.
Luke is the godfather to one of my sons.
Yes.
So we felt as if like, damn, we have to show people like me and you, we really don't have any issues at all.
Mm-hmm.
So we connected with at Symmetry. So
Yes.
when we connected at Symmetry, we said, yo, listen, we have 2 rooms. We gonna make one room Latin and one room hip hop.
Yeah.
At the time, MG had just came home. So, we spoke to MG and it's
Yeah.
like, yo, let's make something happen. So he bought his whole Spotlight squad over.
I remember it.
Frank Nitty, Tricks,
Tricks, all
MG.
of that. Yes, I
Yeah,
remember.
all of them. So we called this shit Spotlight
Spotlight
Saturdays.
Saturdays.
Yeah.
Spotlight Saturdays. Yes. Woo! So funny thing with Spotlight Saturdays, because at that time I was up the street promoting Club Smash,
Right.
and they ended up selling the club.
Right.
So at the time, it was like me and Frenchie was like free agents,
I had us niggas on the
and
block everybody want.
and then you invited us and said, "Yo, why don't y'all come over here and do Spotlight Saturdays with us?"
That's correct.
So
Like,
let's talk about Spotlight Saturdays. It was a Latin night.
yeah, it's crazy because Spotlight Saturday was a Latin night with a fucking hip hop room. Yeah, on
Yeah,
us. Yeah.
sure. When John Luke came to me and said, "Yo, Shawn wants us to do our night, but it's a Latin night," I was like, "Yeah, but we're Jamaican. I don't see the connection."
You be so fucking surprised, man. Listen, man. We was the Jamaicans that was bringing the light. Listen, we don't know how to speak a fucking Spanish, but they
I
was
was
in
in
the
there.
fucking building. Yo, no lies. We don't speak a fucking Spanish, but we had that bitch packed.
Yo, we was rocking in there, man.
Yo,
That
we
that was a
packed,
fun
man.
night, man. That was a fun night. That was like 2011, 12, 11, right?
Yeah, something like, man. Listen, it was crazy. It was
Jesus.
it was so it was so fucking stupid. It was crazy. And then once again, Elmer tried to sweep the rug from under our legs. You know what I'm
Elma,
saying?
good old
And Elmer
Elma.
felt as if like he could do it on his own. All right, fuck it. If you could do it on your own, then go do it on your own.
Yeah,
So I
yeah.
remember we fucking went up to, it was called the
We went
Palace at
back
the
to
time.
960. No, we
No,
actually no. You guys went to Palace
yeah, we went to the
because
Palace.
I had went back. No, time out. I got my story messed up. I had left Spotlight to go to Smash, which was on top of Palace.
Which on top of the Palace, which you had
So I
that
had the
shit
Friday
jumping.
nights. You had the Saturdays.
Yes, that's correct.
Correct.
And we left after we left Symmetry because he was giving us a hard time. We ended up going to the Palace.
Yes.
Bro, we only did one night.
1 week. I remember 1 week.
One
And,
night
and
at the Palace.
it's funny because a lot of people don't know. Up until then, Palace was the biggest club in
Downtown.
Hartford,
Yeah,
and
oh
it
for
was
sure.
nice. It was nice.
Beautiful.
Like, and they didn't let anybody in there. I think only like the Paper Boys really did parties in there, Hot 937 and shit. Right?
Yeah, that's true.
That's pretty much it. Besides that, it was like mainly a white club. So
It was a white club. A white
yeah,
club
so
around the corner from another white club.
facts. And I got in on the second floor, which I had like a heavy 6 month run there. So when you guys came in, I'm like, oh shit, my boy's about to come in the next night on a Saturday night. And that Wednesday, I get a meeting and they tell me they're going to sell the club.
They told us gonna sell the fucking club.
I was
And
like, oh shit.
I remember when they told me they fucking sold the club to Russell. And
Yes.
I remember, and I went to Russell and I'm like, yo, listen, man, this, that, and the third. Russell is like, yo, I'm not looking to do that kind of night there. I'm more
Yeah.
looking to go towards the Caucasian route, blah, 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 blah. I'm like, so I remember on God, I remember saying to him, like, you're black. It's not going to work.
Mm-hmm.
In order to get white people in here, you need a white face. And they
Yes. Correct.
tried and they tried and they tried and they tried the night for quite some time, and the night struggled. So after I left Pure, no, after we left the Palace, we end
Alice,
up
we went
going
to 960.
right.
We went back to 960. I remember at this
Yeah,
point,
yeah,
it was a lot of us at 960.
yeah, man. Yeah,
It
it
was a lot.
was a lot.
It was a
And
lot.
then me and Frenchie now, we end up at the Cloud. We end
I
up,
remember that.
yeah,
Yes, I
yeah, we
remember
end up
that.
at the Cloud
So talk to us about the cloud. That was with London, right?
yeah, yeah. Shout out, God rest his soul, DJ London. Yeah,
Yes,
got
rest in
into
peace. Yes.
yeah to the Cloud with London and Mike.
How was it promoting at the cloud? Because that wasn't like downtown. That shit was like off
Yeah,
on
way
its
on
own.
the yeah, on off his own on the south end.
Yeah.
Somewhat downtown, but it wasn't really downtown. But we was there for a little while, and once again, because of fucking Frenchie, we lost the fucking Cub.
John
Yeah,
Love.
but
We love
the
him.
thing
We
about
love him.
yeah
Legend.
the thing about it is that they wanted to keep me, but they wanted to let him go. It's like, yo,
Yeah.
Shawn, we like how you do business, but we can't deal with your partner, man. But like I always say, I'm a nigga that I stand on honesty, loyalty, and trust. So I was loyal to him. So I was like, you know what? I'm not gonna leave him behind. So hey, we gonna leave. We gonna leave.
Yeah.
So at the time, Gabe was the bar manager at the Cloud.
Yes, I
So
remember.
once we knew Pure was struggling. First of all, I want to make this very clear. We don't take clubs that are doing numbers and make them do numbers.
Say that again.
We don't take clubs that's doing numbers and make them do numbers, like add numbers on top of it. We take clubs that's not doing no numbers
Nothing.
and make them do numbers. Once
Okay.
again, we take clubs that's doing no numbers and put numbers in the club. That's the
So
problem.
pure. So pure. At the
Mm-hmm.
time, I remember Pure because it was a nice club. What Russell did with that club, he renovated Palace, which Palace was already nice.
Pause, Dane, 1 second. Pause 1 second.
Sure.
1 second.
First of all, shouts out to everybody tuned in. Once again, tuned in Promoters Ball. My man
My
S1.
apologies, man.
Anytime. Just wanted Shawn shouting out to everybody, man. Gold, what up, Frenchie? Shouts out to you, Queen Diamond. Tiff, what up, Tiff? Pink Sapphire in the building. Barbie, what up? Just joined. My brother Vino, what up? Dante, what's good? We got S1 in the building. We here. Y'all missed half the story, but now we are getting into the infamous Club Pure story.
Right. So once again, we take clubs that's not doing numbers and make them do numbers.
Facts.
I always say, like, when you are able to do that, you let me know. Because Pure at the time was probably was getting between 10 and 15 people on a fucking Saturday night.
And how
They
much
weren't.
people can this club hold?
Listen, K Michelle had fucking 900 and some odd people in K Michelle. It was almost 1,000 people in K Michelle with like another fucking with another fucking 200-300 people outside trying to get in.
Yeah.
Dude, inside K Michelle had 900 and something people in K Michelle.
Facts.
With another 200-300 people outside trying to get in.
So keep in mind, you just mentioned this big ass club used to only bring in like 10 to 15 people on a Saturday. So the shit empty. I mean, you could go, hey, yo, and you hear that shit go, echo in the building.
Super fact.
Super fast, right?
Super fact. Super fact.
So I remember the day when we were at 960. And at 960, we used to pack it out, but it was too many people. We wasn't making money because we had to bust down the door so many ways.
Right.
So the opportunity you was brought to the table for Pure.
Yeah.
And I'm not even gonna lie to you, because a lot of people don't understand, Shawn. In order to be a promoter, you got to be willing to take some loss.
Some big losses too.
Money's going to lose for the 4 to 6 weeks.
Definitely. Are you willing to lose them for? Are you willing to lose money for 4 to 6 weeks? I
Now,
always
we're
tell
not
club
talking
owners,
jerk chicken money.
no. I always tell fucking club owners, listen, you at least need 4 to 6 weeks for this shit to take off.
Yes.
So I remember when I set the meeting up with the manager, which was, everybody know Gabe
Gabe,
at
yep.
Pure.
Yep.
And we had our conversation. It was me, him, and Frenchie. We sitting in the red room. Anybody who have been to Pure before know about the red room.
Oh, yeah.
So we sitting in the red room. He pours a drink. He asked us when we wanted to start. We started negotiating some numbers. We finally came to an understanding. So now Gabe is like, he going to draft the contract up. Now, that's the first fucking club that we have actually dealt with that actually draft up a real fucking contract.
I tried that shit with Elma, and Elma
Elma
does
ain't
not
trying to hit him.
abide by the
Right,
contract
the
whatsoever.
contract. Elma ain't signing shit. Fuck all that. Elma ain't signing no fucking contract.
Elma was like, fuck this contract shit. We got him to sign a contract, but he immediately broke it.
If I'm not mistaken, I think our contract started. I think it was a 6 month contract at first.
Okay.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, it was a 6 month contract at first. And I remember sitting there, and Gabe is like, "When you guys want to start?"
Yeah.
I was like, "Yo, we want to start in 1 month." He said, 1 month. I said, "Yeah, give us a month for promotion. Give us a month for promotion."
Yeah, because you need that 4 to 6 weeks to build up the vent.
Yeah. Frenchie was like, "Nah, give us 2 weeks." So I looked at him. I said, "Man, 2 weeks?"
Yeah.
He said, "Yeah." He said, "Yeah, we could do this. 2 weeks." So Gabe was like, "I don't doubt the product because I know what you guys can do." So I said it to French again, 2 weeks.
2 weeks, yeah.
He said, "Man, we know what we could do." And that's why I said he's a genius.
Yeah.
Love him or hate him, he's a fucking genius.
Yeah, he's a madman, but you love him.
Yeah. So I was like, all right, fuck it. Let's go. Bro.
2 weeks.
2 weeks of fucking promo.
I remember that flyer, first and foremost.
First of all, I got all the fucking flyers. Every
that
fucking party I've ever done, I have them.
You put a bus on that flyer, right? That the flyer
No.
with the bus? No, the bus was outside.
The bus was outside. The flyer for this particular, when we started off the night, was the pictures of the inside of the club.
Oh,
it was the most beautiful. It was the most beautiful club. It was the most beautiful club downtown. But the promotion on it
was done
because nobody was in there. I remember, certain people would be like, "Yo, people coming to the club because of the ambiance." No, people coming to the club because of who's promoting the fucking party.
Here's another thing, Shawn. So check it. At that point, I was transitioning to Wall Street Day and the photographer, and was vacating the Wall Street Day and the promoter. I was like hybrid, right? And one thing with the flyer is that you guys used to book me all the time to take pictures because I was part of the team. I was one of the team, right? So we would use my pictures to put on the flyers, but there was no pictures because no one in that club threw lit parties, minus a couple of parties.
Yeah, this shit was whack.
It was whack. And on top of it, it's tacky to take pictures from another people party and put it on your
and put it on the party. Definitely. So he said 2 weeks. I said, all right, fuck it. We gonna do 2 weeks of promo. I promise you, on God himself, bro. 2 weeks of promo for Club Pure. We put 600 and something people in the building with no radio. The first night. The fucking line was past the pizza shop to get in.
I remember that.
Bro, we had the patio open, the front room open, the fucking back room open. People, this shit, the crazy shit was a bus pulled up, a party bus pulled up.
I remember.
I don't even know how the fuck they knew about the goddamn party, but they ended up coming.
The legendary bus.
Yeah, they end up coming to the party. Yo, this shit was fucking crazy. Like
It
the
was
first
nuts.
night, 2 weeks of promo, no radio,
None.
none. The fucking 600 and something people in the building.
So I have a question. So you had 2 weeks of promo.
Mm-hmm.
With full disclosure, how much overhead of money were you walking into potentially losing that night?
Oh man, shit! You got to keep in mind, anybody that did a party up here, and you know the overhead is off the
It's
chain.
expensive. Oh, it's expensive. Yeah, it's
Let's keep it a
expensive.
buck. All the overhead is crazy.
It was
But
the only club that had like 12 security.
shit.
You're like
Sometimes it was a
12.
fucking shit for Mob Deep. We had about 20 security in the building.
I remember. Shouts out to that. We did bring Mob Deep. You already know what time it is, baby.
Man, we ain't gonna, man, we can talk about some shits, man. Listen, man.
We had the
Man, listen.
UConn team there. You remember
Yeah,
that?
man. Oh my, dude.
Andre
If you
Drummond.
want to go to the rundown on,
Let's do the rundown. No, we gotta let them know.
you know
Shawn,
what I'm saying? Let me give
give him the
people a
rundown.
little bit of my background. I'm the first dude to number one, believe it or not. I don't give a fuck what. No, the first dude to bring Fred Godson to Connecticut. I was asked, RP to Fred. I was asked to do a release party for him at Symmetry, and I did. Now, done but Fred Godson, Mike Epps. Shout out to Reg, man. Listen, let's keep it buck, man. Reg is like one of the dude that made a lot of things happen for us too. You know what I'm
True.
saying?
Shout out to Reg. He was
Yeah,
like
yeah,
the secret weapon.
yeah. Reg made a lot of shit happen for
Yeah,
us too.
he did.
Like I said, Fred Godson, Mob Deep, Mike Epps, Erica
Mike.
Mena. You know what I'm saying? These are all the people that came
Pooch
through.
Hall.
Pooch Hall, fucking Mac Wiles.
Mac
Oh
Hall.
my God,
We
Mac
could
Wiles,
keep
Sebastian.
going.
Yeah,
Mac.
Sebastian Michael. My
Yeah.
God,
Who else we brought? We
Ghostface,
brought Jesus, a lot of people.
Ghostface.
We'll get to
Ghostface was there.
Ghostface.
Yeah, I'll never forget when I had the opportunity to bring Dej Low before she became who she was. I didn't even want to touch it, but that shit took off. We done bought Bobby Schmurda. Oh my God.
Mano. So
Nano. I'm just going off of the top of the dome right now. Some of these shits I can't even fucking remember.
remember,
I remember Morris Chestnut was fucking
Morris
in.
Chestnut.
Yeah.
Yes,
Man,
a lot of people.
listen. There's so much fucking shit, bro. I can't even remember half these fucking celebrities that we done bought through the building.
There was a lot of people. I'm not gonna lie to you.
You know, but the most fun one the most fun one was Mike Epps was fucking fun as hell.
Mike Epps was
And
hilarious. We was on the speakers with Mike.
yeah, we was on the speakers with Mike. As a matter of fact, I got a video of that. Oh shit, man! I know I'm
Cardi
missing
B.
some. Cardi B.
Cardi
Yeah,
B. Tell them the
here
Cardi
we
B
go.
story.
It's your story.
Here
You
we
see
go. Let them know.
now the thing about it is that you have people around talking about, oh, we the first people to bring Cardi B. That's fine. That's not true.
Correct.
We the first ones to bring Cardi B. We bought Cardi B when Cardi B was a stripper. Cardi
Yes.
B ain't have no fucking name at the time. She was a
wasn't even doing
stripper.
music.
She wasn't even. I don't even think she knew how to spell music back then. She was just a stripper. And back then, she wanted between 15 to 1800 to strip. I don't remember saying to French, like, I ain't paying no fucking stripper 15, 1800 to come to strip. He's like, yo, once again, that you go that fucking John Luke
Frenchie.
crazy man, yeah, fucking crazy mentality. But it worked, and it was at room 960.
Yeah, I remember that.
But the thing about it is that we'll never get our credit on the fact that niggas was the first one to bring Cardi B. Yeah, I bought Cardi B when Cardi B started putting out music. Twice. And the craziest shit is that he had a very good relationship with her too.
He did, yeah.
He had a very good relationship with her.
He was good with like building relationships with
With strippers?
not pub owners at all, but with the artists.
Oh shit, the UConn. Yeah, I forgot too. The UConn basketball team, fucking Andre Drummond.
That was the year they won. You remember?
Yeah, that was the year the man and woman won, and Andre Drummond was in town, and he came there to celebrate with UConn. That shit was. I remember Drummond showed up at the club. I think it was like 9:30.
Yeah, I remember that.
And I'm like, and he walked in and he's like, "Oh, it's dead." And I'm like, "The doors don't open till 10." So he said, "What time to?" He said, "What time to come back?" I said, "Man, come back like 11:30."
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Man, when he came back, man, he saw that fucking line outside, man.
It was a zoo.
It was a fucking zoo.
Zoo.
Like I said, I'm just blowing off some artists that we done dealt with off the
Yeah.
dome. I just can't remember everyone
Tell
off
now,
the.
one of the biggest parties that we did, which we did a lot of big parties.
I remember when I
Mob
remember
Deep.
when Mob Deep came, right?
Yeah, Mob Deep.
First of all, the building is already flooded, like
Oh,
flooded, and
yeah.
the line is still down the block, right?
Yeah.
And I remember they asked us to hire a cop for that night, which we did.
Yes.
And I remember when they dropped fucking Shook. When they dropped the beat, I remember Playtime dropped the shit, and the whole fucking club
Man.
started moving.
Man,
Like
nuts.
every
Felt like an
like
earthquake was in there.
shit was just crazy. I was like, oh
Yeah.
shit, something about to pop off in this bitch. This shit was fucking crazy, bro.
Nuts. Yeah.
The crowd was just moving from side, and this shit went bananas. Bananas. Another crazy night we had also. I mean, we obviously, if you ever been to Club Pure, you know we all our nights was crazy nights.
Oh, we had every night was like we treat that like a birthday party every night.
Party every night.
Yeah.
So
Every night.
OT Genesis, we put our deal in for OT Genesis.
Mm-hmm.
We put our bid in, like yeah, we gonna get OT. Boom, 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 boom. Envy overpaid him. So he decided to go to Envy.
That's the grimy side of promotion.
That's the grimy side of promotion. So he ended up going to Envy because at the time he had that song, I'm in Love with the Coco.
Yeah.
Reg was
I'm
like,
in
yo,
love
listen.
with the Coco.
With Coco. Reg is like, yo, listen. I could get you guys EPs.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
I remember that night. Woo!
Bro. I still got this video. I
Let's go.
remember Reg was like, this artist is down the street. Mind you, the club is fucking packed.
Yeah.
And he's like, this artist is down the street. I want you to sing your lungs out so he can hear you singing his shit up the street. And they dropped this shit. I'm in love with the Coco. And the club started going nuts. Stop the music again. As a matter of fact, there's a video when that song dropped and John Luke is like, yo, Envy's gonna die. When they see this video, they're gonna die. Because they were dead. Like people was actually leaving Envy.
Leaving to come up to us. I remember that.
Yeah, to come up to us. This shit was stupid. This shit was stupid.
Yeah,
Listen, if you weren't a part of any of those legendary nights at Pure, I don't even know what to tell you because we had some. We did Rick Lawrence white birthday party. Yeah, we did white birthday day. Then we did fatal
birthday.
Birthday day. I think it was a red and white. You see, oh my God, I forgot about Nightmare and Allen Street.
Shout out Moet Boys.
Shout out to Moet Boy. R.I.P. to Q Money.
Shout out to Q Money birthday
party. Oh my God, bro! Like we had some nights there that was crazy. So shout out to fucking Big Red. Shout out to Black Rhino, man, and shout out to Orlando who had the front room from time to time. You feel what I'm saying? As a matter of fact, when we first started off, we Pure.
Trey in there.
Yeah, we had Trey in there at one point too.
Yep.
Shout out to Big Mike because Big Mike was the first DJ we had in the beginning.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Of the shit. Like, bro, man, we did some shit, bro. Like, listen, man, I tell people all the time, man, like, you don't gotta give me my flowers when I'm fucking alive. But don't give me my flowers when I'm dead either.
Sure. You know what I forgot about we did over there that what people forgot about? Because they remembered us for the Sex Appeal Saturdays. What they forgot about was the Caribbean First Fridays with Nikki Z. They forgot about that.
Oh, fuck shit. Oh, don't forget, we the first fucking one to bring. I forgot. We the first one to bring Cranium too, because we bought Cranium for the West Indian parade.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like, but damn, I'm going off the dome right now. Caribbean Fridays. I forgot about Caribbean Fridays.
Remember Caribbean First
Caribbean First Friday was crazy. Oh my God. Crazy. I remember the first Caribbean First Friday with Nikki Z was with Platinum Kids from out of New York.
You remember?
And
you remember actually the first Caribbean First Friday, if you're gonna bring it back, was when we was at Symmetry. That was back in 2011, right after the big ass storm. Remember,
Oh,
people had no power.
right. I remember that. But also, I forgot too. So let me bring it back too. I bought
Okay.
Little Mo. I bought Little Mo.
Yeah, they bring Little Mo.
Yeah,
Yes.
Little Mo, the
Yes.
legendary DJ Doo-Wop, Funk Master Flex.
Flex.
You know what I'm saying? R.I.P. to my man Keith. He made that shit happen too. Like I said, as time go,
Yeah.
I'm gonna start remembering people that we done bought. Like, bro,
Yeah.
like we
Brought a lot
done
of people.
touched a lot of shit. Man, I'm confused sometimes. I be lost.
So I got one thing I did observe about you and John Luke, and I even, as I said, copied a page out of it because I was part of the team and I went and did my own thing. Is that you collaborated with a lot of different partners. You weren't
Well,
afraid to reach out
no,
and extend the hand.
a lot, right. A lot of people was afraid to reach out to us too because you got to keep in mind we also had a contract with the club too. So if someone went to the club and was like, "Yo, we wanted to do something here," what Gabe, I respect that with Gabe. Gabe would send them to me, and
Okay.
then I'll
Yep.
go to John Luke and I'll be like, "Yo, this is on the table. Like, what do you want to do?" So we have a choice of saying no, we don't want to fuck with them, but because we fuck with everybody. We didn't care who wanted to collaborate with us, as long as
Fact.
it made sense and it was going to make money.
Correct.
You know what I'm saying? Because we done collaborate with a lot of people when it came to Pure. Because you got to keep in mind, Pure was the hottest shit downtown. Let's keep it a
Ooh.
buck.
At one point, that was the only thing. Like people were like, pure.
I put a post up the other day and I say, yo, when you are able to have 800 plus in one building,
Oh,
another 600 plus in another building on the same night,
can
on
we
the
talk about that
same
night?
on the same night, on the same block,
Block
then talk to me.
and walk it. Let's talk about that night. So, what was happening that night where we was able to put 800 people in one building and another 600 in the other in walking distance? Let's
Man,
talk about
we walking around the corner to make sure shit is good. I was talking to, as a matter of fact, I was talking to John Wayne about that shit the other day, and he's like, "Yo, I remember you telling me to hold shit down till you get back," and I'm like, "Yeah,
yeah.
bro, 800 plus in one building, another 600 plus in another building on the same night on the same block."
That was Sultry Simone.
Yeah, I remember. Shit, I forgot about her.
Yeah, that was
Sochi
Sultry
Simone,
Simone and Pure.
Rosa, yeah, shit, Rosa
Oh God,
Costa,
Costa. And then we had the phone party up on the rocks.
and foam party at Up on the Rocks.
I forgot what it was called. It was Anything Goes phone party.
Yo, Jesus Christ,
Yes.
man. We had and you got to keep them. I want people to also understand when we were doing Pure, it was straight 21 plus.
Facts. Facts.
Our
No,
party,
nothing
it was
else.
never 18 plus. It was a
Yep.
21 plus party.
We even at
And
one point thought about increasing the age because the demand was high.
it was crazy.
Yeah.
At this point, I remember saying like, "Yo, some nights we had to go to $20
Mm-hmm.
because the line was so fucking long that it was fucking stupid."
It was nuts.
No,
So
shout out to Lexamillion because Lex
yo,
can also
Lex. Big up,
Lex
yo.
could tell
Long
you
time fella.
Lex could tell you that he got a lot of women out of club life too.
Why? Yo, Shawn. So we talked about a lot of successful nights, but let's talk about what was your biggest and worst party from a failure perspective you've had?
Ah man, this one hurt because this shit was gonna be crazy too.
Yeah.
I knew this shit was gonna be crazy. It was gonna be one of those nights that was gonna be fucking insane.
Which one was this?
Ghostface.
Ghostface?
We
Oh,
had a fucking we had a tropical storm. Oh shit, you see, I didn't even mention that we bought Ghostface. You see that?
yo,
We had a
Shawn.
we had a storm outside.
So I
Every
was
fucking
actually that was me, you, and Jean Luc.
yeah.
And at this point, we was doing so good that we was like we could bring whoever we wanted to bring.
Yeah, the night wasn't fucked. The night didn't fail because it was Ghostface. The night failed because it rained.
So, Shawn, leading up to Ghostface, can you tell them how much preparation we had for Ghostface? Not from a party perspective.
Man, listen, man, we were so excited, man, because we were big Wu fans. You got to keep in mind, man, back in the day, man, going to school, I'm rocking Wallabies and shit like that. I remember having that night, I had my Wu-Tang shirt on with some
Yes.
Kobe's that actually had the Wu colors in it. And
I
I'm
had my
like,
Wallies on
yo,
that night.
yeah, this shit was going to be crazy. But
Crazy.
man, there was a storm outside.
God,
It was
Shawn.
pouring, raining. We were the only club that was open that night.
Yo,
That should
because
have
we
been
was
assigned to be closed. We were determined.
Yo, you know what's funny? Leading up to that party, me and you was talking every morning. And I would be on my way to work and we would be talking and I'm playing Ghostface. And I'm like, Shawn, what you listen to? You like, I'm playing Ghostface for a month straight.
Trade.
Ghostface
This shit
every
was
day.
trade, man. Man, we took a beating that night. But one thing I do respect with him though, and Craig though,
Yeah, they showed up.
because Craig, man, Ghostface, man, he performed like there were like 10,000 people in the building.
There was only 3 people in the building, me, you, and
No,
Shawn.
no, no. We're not going to take. It wasn't that bad now, Dame. It was not that bad. It wasn't that bad. Now it wasn't that bad. It was bad, but not that bad. It wasn't that bad. We took a beating, but it wasn't
Yo,
that bad because we still had a bus that came from Boston.
yeah.
Yeah. We took a
That
beating, but it wasn't that bad.
that party set me back financially for at least 2 months.
Oh my God, yo! I remember putting out money left and right out of that shit, man. I remember
Oh
like,
man.
God damn, man. But you know what
So
though? But the
yeah,
bounce back is always good though.
the bounce back is good. So Pure, how long were you in Pure? You and Frenchie. How long were you in Pure for?
2 years.
2 years.
Was up here for 2 years,
And it was.
and yeah, we always had
Where do you
we
feel?
always
Okay.
had this rule. I mean, we always say this shit like whenever we leave a club,
Yeah,
it's a wrap,
it's
and
over. Yeah.
yeah, it's over. I mean, whoever go in there, they just gonna pick up because it's already built.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And it was already built.
Yep.
People already knew about it, and after a while, it just fade away. You know,
And
it
and
just is
and, I,
what it
and
is.
it faded out.
Mm-hmm.
Where does Pure stand in regards to? And when I look at 860 Nightlife, right?
Mm-hmm.
Where does that rank amongst the clubs? Because I draw back from when I started partying, you had No Name. When I think about nights, No Name was a massive night, right?
Yeah, boy with
Club.
no name was
You
an
have
animal.
Animal. You have Blue, right?
Yeah.
Animal.
But blue back then though, blue back then was only control. I mean, like I said, Paris and Shane, you gotta give respect where respect is due, because Paris and Shane had Club Blue back
Yeah,
then. You know what
yeah.
I'm saying? And it was on a
I
Friday
respect.
night too. They
Right.
weren't really on a Saturday night, so you gotta give them their
Mhm.
props too. But as far as club wise, man, like
Yeah.
there's not a club downtown Hartford that I have not touched. There's not a club downtown Hartford that we haven't made pop.
Mm.
There's nothing that we ever put our hands on that didn't pop.
S1
You know what I'm saying?
Entertainment. Hot
Every
Club.
fucking hot club back, dude. Every fucking thing we touched
Mm.
was everything we touched. They knew what it was.
In the
Every
words,
fucking thing we did. Everything when they see me and John Luke walk
inter-
in, they know what it is. Like, oh boy, here we go.
international.
I remember when we took over Club Pure, right? I
Yeah, man.
remember Jerry telling them dudes at Envy, like, you see them dudes that's taking up the street? All
You
right,
have some
y'all,
problems.
you
You have
gonna
some
have
problems.
y'all gonna learn.
Y'all gonna have some problems.
Y'all gonna
It
have some
was it
problems.
was it was different. I hear shouts out to Sammy. Sammy was out here saying Hot Club. I remember that. International packed it out. You know what was dangerous about our team, Shawn?
What's
Was that
that?
we went by Black Hollywood. So can you tell us how Black Hollywood started?
Well, Black Hollywood. I went to Atlantic City, and I remember I was in the lobby and I was walking by, and there was a poster in the lobby. It had um, Kevin Hart on it,
Mm-hmm.
and it had Trey Songz on it, and someone else on it. And I was like, and I remember saying, that's some Black Hollywood shit. And that's how I came up with the name Black Hollywood.
And
So
what
the
was the
first
first Black Hollywood party?
the first Black Hollywood party we did was Nano.
Yeah,
Black Hollywood All Black Affair with Nano. And that shit was
was
another stupid. That shit was stupid too.
that was stupid.
Like I said, there's
Anybody that remember
nothing that
that
we.
party is stupid.
yeah, like I said, there's nothing that we never touched that didn't blow.
Mm.
Any club that we touched, it just blew up. But like I said, like I was saying before, just before we get off this shit, it's like, yo, you know, you don't gotta give me my flowers when I'm alive, but also
Mm.
don't give it to me when I'm dead either. I know what the fuck I done did in this game. I
Correct.
might not talk about it, but my resume speak for itself. Come on now, man. Rick Ross,
Bow. Oh God. But
Rick
that's yo.
Ross.
We're gonna.
Hold on one second. There, Moneybag.
Woo, woo, woo. Shawn, come on
Why,
now.
man? Wife and Lucci.
Don't do it. Don't
Come
do
on,
it.
man. Like,
The Ross concert was nuts.
yeah, like, come on, bro. Like, I did things like my hands was in a lot of shit. Like,
So
dudes who
I'm gonna
come,
ask you a direct
dudes,
question.
dudes. Listen, I could make shit happen. John Luke. Now, me and John Luke, we match because he might walk in and be like, "Yo, we gonna blow this fucking vault off,"
Yeah.
and I'm like, "No, well, let's talk to him and let's see if we can make it happen." And then I get to the point where I'm like, you know what? Fuck it. Let's just blow it the shit off.
Mm-hmm.
Because we're not getting anywhere. But what I'm saying? I made a lot of things happen, man. Like, I always played the background. You know what I'm saying? Like I said earlier on in the beginning,
Yep.
a lot of dudes got into clubs or get deals done in clubs because of me.
So I gotta ask you a real direct question
Mm-hmm.
because there's always a lot of talk of who's the top promoters, and for the most part, our names never get brought up, which is fine.
But
I don't, I'm
I
good
don't
for
give
the
a
money.
fuck.
At the end of the day, it's all cash. Make sure my shit packed out. I was in and out. I'm good. Jean Luc is going to be able to speak on this, but I want to ask you,
What's
where
that?
do you think you stand in regards to the top promoters in not only Hartford but Connecticut?
But the thing about it is too, man, you got to keep in mind, man. I could go do a party right now in Jersey and the shit gonna be crazy.
About it, bang! I forgot you did parties in Jersey.
You know what I'm saying? I could go do
The
a party. I
parties in New
remember,
York City,
look, Tuesday.
Shawn.
I remember, shit. I did my birthday in New York,
New York City. I remember
and this
that.
shit was crazy.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Let's keep it a buck. Like, I remember bringing Striker to Jersey, how we shut Jersey the fuck down. Like, I'm one of the few promoters, bro, that I could do a fucking Latin night on a Thursday,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
a hip hop night on a Friday, and a motherfucking Jamaican night on a Saturday, and the shit gonna be crazy. All 3 nights gonna be crazy. But the
What
thing
was your
about it is,
niche?
I don't tweak my own horn though. I'm humble. You feel me? You
Okay.
feel what I'm saying?
Yep.
My niche was I'm a people's people.
Okay. Got it.
You know what
Got
I'm
it.
saying? So, so a lot of people fucked with me. So
Yeah.
a lot of people knew me. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people know me. So, like I said, who knows me as a promoter? Know me as a promoter. A lot of people they don't give me like, oh my, I really don't give a fuck about all that.
Yeah.
I don't care about no top 10 or top 5 lists. I know how we came up when it came to promotion. We were street, and
So do we get
like I said, and I'm gonna say it
say,
again.
say
Back
it? Make it
then,
clear.
when we were promoting, there was
Yep.
no Instagram and there was no Facebook.
Mm.
The only
Old
fucking
school.
thing you had, the only thing you had was MySpace, and the MySpace was a nothing.
Did you
So you
guys use radio?
really, and we didn't do, nigga, we ain't do no radio. We
Mm.
never did radio. We was
Mm.
forced to do radio. We
That's a
was
whole nother
forced to
story.
do radio. That's a whole nother story for part 2.
Yep.
We never did radio. Listen, you put in fucking 700 plus people in a building a night without radio.
No.
I'll never forget this night, and this is when I knew that we was on something different. When Buck was in the building, and Buck is the
Mm.
program director for 93.7. And Buck was like, I said, yo, Buck, man, we need to talk about some radio. And he said, talk about radio?
Mm.
Y'all don't need no motherfucking radio.
Yeah.
Well, he didn't use the word motherfucking, obviously, but
Yeah.
he was like, "Yeah, I don't need no radio." He's like, he said, you guys are doing all this every week, no radio. That's crazy. He's like, this is unheard of. I've never seen nothing like this before.
I got a funny story. Speaking of us and Jean Luc, it was Jingle Jam,
Oh God.
and Jean Luc puts out a flyer that says "After Party for Jingle Jam."
Oh God, I got a phone call.
Got a phone call from Hot 937.
Of course.
Yo, y'all got to take that shit down. This is not. No, we got so and so coming, and Frenchie got everybody on the flyer.
That's him. That's what I said. Like, he crazy. Like I said, love him or hate him, he's a genius.
He's a
But
genius.
back, you know what I'm saying? Back to what you were saying, like, where do I feel as if like I rank
Yeah.
myself? Oh, we rank on the list. Like, I don't rank myself, man. That's for the people to decide.
Mm.
You feel what I'm saying? And if you don't ever call my name, that's fine.
Yeah.
It's okay. Because like I said, I still got stuff on DVD from parties
You
that I
got
did back in.
receipts.
Yeah, I got receipts, B. I still got contracts in my email. You feel what I'm saying? I
Yep.
got contracts from Pure. Like, I got contracts with artists. I still got them stuff in my email, B. You know what I'm saying?
So
So I don't need anyone to be on some shit like, oh, we rank here. I mean, that's for the people to decide. But we already know what we know what we done did in this game. You feel what I'm saying? And like I said, shout out to everyone. Before I
yes,
get off this shit, I just want to say shout out to everyone
shouts
that's
out to
doing that. You know what I'm saying? That's doing their thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, everyone out here, they on their grind. One thing I can say though is, Jerry been doing. Out of everyone I see out here that's promoting right now, Jerry and Frenchie's been doing it the longest, and
longest,
and,
yeah.
and Jerry, yeah, and
And Craig,
Jerry's
and
been
Craig,
and Craig
and Craig,
and
and
Jerry
Craig.
and Jerry and Jerry been straight up loyal to Black Rhino for years. People might think that Jerry just started working with Rhino,
No.
but Jerry been working with Rhino since like '03.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Since '03, he been working with Rhino. Back then, it was Rhino and Super Hype. So,
Mm-hmm.
like, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, I appreciate what everyone is doing out here. But
Yep.
for me personally, like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? I do a party here and there, but the passion for me is no longer there.
So now
You know
we're
what I'm
gonna
saying?
see. So you got me to the next question, which is, all right. After Pure, your passion was lost. I know because I spoke with you,
Mm-hmm.
and we're friends. You know what I'm saying. So it's an honor to be sitting here talking to you as a friend.
Peace.
And where do you stand right now with promotion?
But where do I stand with, man? I mean, like I said, the fire there, but the fire is no longer there. If that makes any sense, you feel what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like, I'm not as passionate about it as I once know, like I once was before. The market is oversaturated. Back when we were promoting, everybody was making money. I mean, literally, everyone was making money.
That's true.
Everybody was making money.
That's
But now the market is so oversaturated where everyone is a DJ, everyone is a promoter. You know what I'm
Yep.
saying? I mean, a lot of people don't really know what it really takes to grind out to really promote. But that's a whole nother conversation for another day. But
Correct.
like I said, I appreciate everyone with what they're doing. You know what I'm saying? I respect everyone out here that's doing their thing.
Yeah.
So when people put those lists out, like who's the top 5 promoters, or I don't care. I really don't care if me or French's name or your name don't ever get called in those lists, because you
Yeah.
know why? Men lie, women lie, numbers don't. It doesn't matter to me. I don't give a fuck. I really don't care about it,
You
because
know,
I've
it's
done.
funny. I
Put
don't
it like this. Put it
care
like this.
about it
I
either.
made so I
Yeah.
made so much money out of club promotion, bro. It's
God,
not even. I remember. I
not funny.
remember
I made a
making
lot of
money
money.
from fucking. I remember
Yeah.
taking my money that
Yeah.
I made from fucking Friday, from Saturday night, and you know this thing. You know
Yep.
this.
Yep.
My favorite store is Nordstrom back then.
Oh, God.
So I'm going in there to buy
You're gonna
myself an
blow a
outfit.
bag.
Yeah, I'm
You're
gonna
gonna blow
blow
a
a bag
bag.
just for Sunday night at room 960.
Yeah. Yo, you
Like,
know what's crazy is that we were so. Just to give a little backstory, we were Black Wall Street was Jerry was part of Black Wall Street as well.
right.
There was 4 separate promoters because I had my own night at somewhere
Right.
else.
Right.
Shawn, you had your own night. Frenchie had his own night. Jerry had
And
his own
every
night, and then
and
we had
every,
a store
everybody
together.
and everybody making money.
Yeah.
But
So,
so before we wrap this up, man,
yep.
I was saying this to you early on, like, my nigga, like, I'm from 3 different worlds:
Yeah.
the good, bad, and the ugly,
Mm.
and I made money in all 3 worlds.
Yeah.
So you see me moving, I move by myself. I stay to myself. Like, where my mental is right now is different.
Mm.
Like, if you ain't talking that talk, then we really can't talk. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm on like on a whole nother stratosphere right now. And it's not on some whole arrogant shit. Like I'm tapping into my own fucking energy. I'm tapping into my own
You
self
trying to
while
build?
and I'm saying while the universe is turning. You feel me?
Yeah.
Like if I'm not gonna get fucking and get all whatever with you, but
Philosophical and
if you
shit.
if you go there you go. I'm not gonna get there with it, but if you believe in astrology, just
Yep.
know that when it's your time, is your time. And right now, everyone that's promoting right now,
Yep.
the universe is turning just for them to do them,
Got
and
it.
it's all about them right now. So this is a young man sports now. Not saying that we can't do it anymore, but
It's
sometimes you have to step aside and let
yeah.
somebody else do it. Right now, it's their turn. The universe is created for what's happening right now.
You know when I
I did my
preach.
run. I did
Hmm.
my run. I made my money. My days is done.
Yeah.
I'll tap in and tap out sometime. But
Yeah.
right now, man, like I said, I'm on something totally different right now, man. So like I said, shouts out to everyone that's
Yep.
doing them. Shouts out to everyone that's making shit happen for them.
Facts.
I love it. I pop in, I pop out, and that's it. Damn, I don't even really go out no more. As a matter of fact, I started putting the Henny bottle down and start drinking wine.
Yo, so I got a question. I got a couple more questions before we get up out of here, right? Because I
Yeah.
like you to drop some gems, but before we get to you dropping a gem, would be you said you don't go out like that no more. Has
Mm-mm.
promoting How has promoting changed your way of actually partying now? Now there's post promotion. Like, how do you go to a party to even enjoy it anymore?
Well, I mean, I could step out. I mean, and enjoy myself if I want to.
Yeah,
I pick where I pick where I party at. I just don't go anywhere and just party anymore.
yeah,
I'm older now, bro. Like I can't. I'm not gonna run the streets like I used to no more. So I
yeah,
pick where I go, and everyone know. I mean, you know me. Like one of the things I hate is seeing a female with sneakers in the club. That's like that
yeah.
shit is so tacky. So
But
if
that's
it's not
that's
one of them,
big now. That's big
so
now.
if it's not, yeah, so if it's not a party where me have to put on my Santa Claus outfit and me have to look nice to go
Yep,
somewhere,
yep.
me no
Your
want to
long
go that way.
shoes, your
Yeah,
long
me
leather
put
shoes,
on my, yeah, exactly. Me put on my, I get to put on my
the
blazer.
blazer.
I get to put on
Yeah.
my bow tie. You know what I'm saying? Like that's how I want to step out now. I just don't want to just step out just to be stepping out, bro.
Are you the
You know what I'm saying?
Burberry King or am I your rival?
Oh my God, bro! All right, why don't we share that together? We were the Burberry King back then,
Yo,
but now, like you said before, we had the conversation during the week. Burberry is not like Levi's.
it's like Levi's now, man.
Yeah,
Like
we
we got
don't even.
over that.
It's okay. Yeah,
I
I don't
forget
even.
about
Man, we were in different things now.
it. So,
You know what I'm
so
saying?
in regards to leaving, I want you to leave the people with some gems. If someone here is interested, you got a lot of people that are DJs that are trying to transition to promoters. Some people that go to a party and get inspired, like you and Jean Luc did back in French Club, right?
Mm-hmm.
What would your advice be to someone that is interested in starting a promotion career?
Man, listen. Make sure you're passionate about it.
Mm,
Just know that. Not just know this. Not every day is Christmas. You're gonna
right.
win some, you're gonna lose some. And when you lose, you just gotta figure out where you go wrong, go back to the drawing board, and come again.
Yeah.
Because you will win. As long as you put it in your mind that you are going to win, you will win. If you
Correct.
put it in your mind that you're going to lose, you're going to lose. You are what you put out. So
Yeah.
if you put out negativity, you're going to get back negativity. So that's why I say be your own energy. Like if you putting out if be your own energy. You know what I'm saying? Like put out what you want. If you want to make $1 million, I remember I pulled up one time on a site, and the car that I'm driving, Holmes
Hmm.
looked at me and he was like, "How the fuck you show up at the job in this and you also show up late?" And I
Yeah.
look at him and I said to him, "Well, you could pull up in a Lamborghini if you want to, but you got to have 6 different fucking hustle to make this happen."
Yes.
You feel what I'm saying? So,
Yeah.
in other words, I'm saying like if you want to make something happen for yourself, make it happen. Don't let anyone tell you anything any differently. If you're passionate about fucking selling water, figure out what
The
makes your
show.
water
Yeah.
better than Poland Spring fucking water, and then you'll be fucking great.
That's correct.
And,
I
my,
agree
and
with
mind
you.
you,
Yep.
and mind you, you got Poland Spring water and you have Fiji water. It's water, but everybody likes different things, and you have to give people a reason why your shit is better than the next nigga shit.
The thing what you said, Shawn, is the passion part. Because like I feel like this game, whether it's promotion, music, shouts out to Lex Music. You already know Lex. Wow, Lex. Yo, it takes passion to be profitable in this. You know what I'm saying? Hold on, I think Shawn froze up a little bit. All right, man, hold on. Let me go try to see if I can get Shawn up in here. We lost him a little bit. I don't know if it's my line. Give me a second here. Yeah, but once again, shouts out to everybody tuned in. About to wrap this up. I'm going to try to bring Shawn back in just to say some parting words. Shouts out to my brother Dante. Bada Snipes. Yo, Bada Snipes, man. You already know. Killing it. Frenchie, what up? Sapphire, you already know. Lex Amelia, you know what I'm saying? Lex, Wampum. Got all the cats in here. Malik, Sammy, Cookie, what up? Kim, what up? What's good? What's good? Let me see if I can get Shawn to tap in. Hopefully I can get Shawn to tap back in. But, you know, I want to shout out to everybody tuned in here, man. You already know this is the Promoters Ball. The Promoters Ball is all about, it's a platform for promoters, DJs, hosts, bartenders, bottle girls, anyone that was involved, club owners involved with the nightlife that has a story. We all got different reasons why we do this. You know what I'm saying? We all got different reasons why we promote, but we're all passionate about this. But we all got a story to tell. There's no platform for you to tell it but right here on the Promoters Ball. So if you are on the live right now, you in the game, and you got a story to tell, I don't care what city you're from. You could be from Hartford. You could be from Bridgeport, New York, Jersey, Miami. Spoke to somebody from Miami last night. Shouts out to Kenny from Miami. You know what I'm saying? Atlanta, Cali, Jamaica. We're going to take it to Germany. I got people lined up in Canada right now ready to talk to me. You know what I'm saying? I got a long list. Because one thing is this, promoters, we're the ultimate networkers. We build relationships with people. Half the battle is trying to figure out something entertaining so when they come out, they have fun. The other half is networking. Making sure that you go out there, connect with people, club owners, the people on the streets. Because they're going to come out and party, not because your shit is hot, but they want to party with you too. So never let the game get bigger than you. You know what I'm saying? You got to understand that you're here for the people. This is a service business. We're here to build parties for people. It's a business, though. All right? So if you guys on the live, make sure you share the live. Make sure you let them know Promoters Ball, we're here each and every Sunday. Some Sundays I may miss. I ain't gonna lie to you. So I'll double it up for y'all. If you're a DJ, you want to be on the show, holla at me. Let's talk. Because we're not even talking about like parties outside of clubs, because a lot of promoters doing shows like Chauncey. A lot of promoters that are doing bigger things. So I'm grateful to share these stories. I'm grateful y'all listening to these stories. Thank you to Shawn. For some reason, I can't get Shawn back on. His internet may be rocking. But make sure y'all go check Shawn if you're not familiar with Shawn. S1_Shawn. That's SHAWN on Instagram. Go follow him. Shouts out to everybody tuned into the Promoters Ball. This is sponsored by Money Talks Radio. If you're not familiar with Money Talks Radio, that's my podcast, MTR Podcast. Go to Spotify and check it out. You'll be entertained. I got more stuff, more fire. Like Dinah said, more fire for you guys. All right? So shouts out, blessings, love, respect. You already know Wall Street Dame is at y'all. Shouts out to S1 Entertainment, Shawn, S1 Williams, and everybody tuning on this live. I love y'all as always. Until next time, the Promoters Ball.